Welcome to Healthy Evolution by Katie. I wanted to come in here today and go through a tutorial of a couple of main exercises that you'll find in a lot of the programs that I run. And so we're going to get things started right out of the gate. So first thing I want to do is just warm you up a little bit. If you're coming here because you've decided to do an actual workout with me, then I want you to just warm up. It doesn't take too long. Warm up your body so that you're ready for this movement. A lot of times I play music. Actually, at every class I play music, but for this video today, I just decided to do this without any music, just so that I can explain to you what we're doing for each exercise. And then I'm going to run you through a couple of rounds of a move or a couple of moves to get you a workout that you can start. You can do it anywhere, anytime, and it's just a good start to a movement practice so that you can stay strong and healthy wherever you are and wherever you're starting from. All right, we're just going to warm up our body a little bit. Now, if you've joined me and you're like, Katie, I can only do this seated, you can warm yourself up right here. You can get yourself ready for today. You sure can. And we're going to just do a couple more of these. You can take your legs out here. If you're standing, you're just right here. We're just getting your body ready for a little bit of movement here. Not too much. Here we go. We're going to reach over here and here. If you're seated, you are here and here. Nice and easy. So I'm going to demo today a few exercises for you. And the first one being push-ups. Push-ups are one of my favorite exercises. They're my favorite because in life, and I say this at almost every class that I teach, life is going to knock you down, okay? It's going to, at some point, it's going to kick you in the backside and knock you down. And what I love about a push-up is when you can push yourself up off the ground or away from a surface, you can get up in life. So we're going to get started with the push-up. I'm going to show you 5 options of a push-up. You might have thought, oh gosh, I can't do a push-up. Yes, you can. The first option that I'm going to show you is a wall push-up. You're going to go to a wall and you're going to stand about 3 feet away from the wall. Now, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to be facing the wall. I will be talking you through this. When you are doing any exercise, most of the time, you want your head in good neutral alignment. You don't want to be turning your face around side to side. So if this is new for you, watch the video first, watch through, and then try the movement with me. Okay, so we're going to do push-ups. So we're going to stand about 3 feet from the wall. Your hands are going to go out just like at shoulder height. You're going to land into the wall, just like that. Now, from here, you're going to bend your elbows and go in towards the wall, almost like you're about to kiss it. So you don't want to look down at your feet. You're not looking up, and you're definitely not looking sideways. You're just going straight in and straight out. When you push yourself away, we try not to lock the elbows, and we try to keep our body moving in one fluid piece. We're not going in and weaving the body or snaking the body, okay? So it's one body movement in and out. Now let's say the wall is too easy for you and you want to go to the next level. Well, the next level is going to be either a table or a window ledge or maybe a coffee table, something like that. So same thing here. You're going to stand, you're going to go a little closer than 3 feet. So the wall, you have your most distance. Then you're going to step in just a little bit closer. Your hands are going to go in front and you're going to bend those elbows in and out. Now, I'm kind of going into my blinds here, but you get the idea that you can do it from a surface here. Now, I'm going to come down to the floor for these next ones. So I'm going to just change the angle up a little bit here. Now, for these next few, if you don't have carpeting, you might want to get a mat or a towel out to put underneath your knees. So I'm going to show you 3 push-ups now from the floor. The first one is going to be a shin push-up. So the way I like to get myself started is I like to get on my knees and then flatten out my feet. Did you see that? So from here, right flat. That's going to take some pressure off your knees and get you right onto your shins. From here, you're going to hinge right at the hips. For the purpose of this video and my safety, you guys, I'm going to stop looking at you guys. I'm going to just show you how it's done. So bending at the hips here, hinging at the hips, your hands go down. Now, you're going to You're going to come across a video and you're going to be like, Katie, there's all different hand positions. Yes, there are. There's lots. But for right now, if you're learning, I want you to just get basic. Hands a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Okay? All right. So we're going down and we're here. Now, we don't want your hands too far up. We don't want them too far back. Just straight up there. Now, from here, your elbows are going to bend this way. They're not going out beside you. So this is a shin push-up right here. Your core is engaged, your feet are flat, your ankles are flattened out, and now we're going down in one line. We're not bending at the waist. Sorry, we're hinging at the hips, but we're not dipping through the back. Let me show you. We're not going here, okay? We're keeping it very solid all the way through. Okay, from there, those ones get easy. So the way we look at this is if you can do like 10 on the wall easily, try the floor or try the coffee table or the counter edge or whatever you're using. As soon as you can get 10 of the next, then go to the next level. So if you can do 10 from your shins, you can probably do a couple from your knees. So for the knees, I like to get myself, you're gonna stretch a little further out back. When I say a knee push-up, you're not resting on your kneecaps, you're resting on the meat. You're resting on the thigh and the muscle there, okay? So from here, same thing, you keep I like to pull my feet up for this one, and I'll tell you why. If your legs are down, you're on your kneecaps and it feels horrible and it's unsafe. So bring up those feet. The body is nice and flat here and we're going down together and back up. Okay? Play around with your hand placement and get to where it feels solid and comfortable, but challenged. Finally, if you can do 10 of those, I want you to try a couple from your toes. So same thing, we're gonna get those hands down. We're gonna get our feet here. Now you can have your feet narrow or wider. The wider will be a little bit easier. From here, same thing, everything's engaged, and you're gonna go down and up, down and up. All right, that is the push-up tutorial. The next one I wanna show you is a jumping jack. So a jumping jack is an exercise that you can do seated or standing. So I'm gonna show you the seated version first. You want to have a solid chair, no wheels on it, okay? Solid chair. And this is a seated jumping jack. You can go with one leg at a time, okay? Or you can go 2 legs at a time, and you can do various arms, okay? So I like this one here. I like bringing my hands together and then opening together. Opening, it gives you an absolute, an idea of where you're putting your hands here, and then you're opening them up. And again, you could go 2 legs at a time. That jack there, I teach that in a retirement home with clients that are 70 to 100 years old. You can do this, okay? You can do this. I'm not saying that to shame you. I'm saying that to empower you, to know that you can and that they make a difference, okay? Wow. That jack is getting easy for you. Now there's all different arms for jacks. You can have your arms here for jacks. You can have jack openers. We'll play around with those arms later, but right now I want you to learn to jack. Now you're on your feet and you're able to do a standing jack. I'm just gonna change up this angle just a little bit here. So from here, you are gonna go jack here and here. Now, I've been teaching fitness a long time, like 36 years I've been teaching. And sometimes when I'm teaching a class, people will think they have to be jumping to benefit. No, you can benefit by doing all of these activities low impact, okay? So this is low impact here, but that doesn't have to mean low intensity. There is a difference there, okay? There's impact and intensity. Impact is when when both feet leave the ground. So this would be a high impact jumping jack here, and you can do that if you're able to. But this is also very good, and to up the intensity on a low impact jack, I like to bring my body down a little bit into a bit of a squat and really engage those glutes when I go to the side, okay? That is your jumping jack. Lots of options that you can do there. Now we're moving on to another one of my favorites, and it is the chair squat into a full standing squat. another exercise that I teach in the retirement home. All of these exercises, you guys, that I'm showing you, I teach 65, 70-year-olds to 100-year-olds. These are the basics. These are the ones that are going to keep you independent, long, and strong. Okay, chair squat. You're going to be in a chair. If you need a chair with rails, get some handrails on that chair. And this is how you get up. You're just going to stand up and then control yourself back down. The clients I teach at the retirement home, I usually have them cross their hands here, or they can take their hands out for a little balance and then back down. Some of them press on their knees to get back up and down. You choose what's best for you. You can also, if you have weights, you can add weights to that movement to make it a little bit more challenging. You can either hold your weights here and stand up and sit down. You can cross them at the chest if that feels better. Lots of options there. Okay, so now you're standing up and you're like, okay, Katie, I want to do a standing squat. So you're going to stand your feet. Again, there's tons of options for squats out there. I'm going to show you some basics when it comes to squatting. So you're going to stand with your feet about hip width apart. You're going to engage your core and you're going to sit down. I think most people have done this where you're on a drive and you got to pull on the side of the road to use the bathroom. You want to imagine that, okay? You're going down, don't use the bathroom, but you get the idea. Now for the standing squat, you can cross your hands here, or I like to take my hands out front as I go down for a little balance, okay? So watch me here. You're gonna go down and come back up. Now, when you go down, you wanna make sure your legs are not caving in on you, even from the chair. Make sure the legs are not caving in on you. All right, so when you're going down, you're going down. Now, I can go pretty far if that's not your story. Don't worry about it. Go where you can, and then eventually get a little bit deeper into the squat. Now, I've been teaching for a long time, and sometimes I have participants that don't have a lot of ankle flexibility, mobility in their ankle. And so when they go to squat, they get down so far. Let me show you this angle here. I need a camera person, hey? One of these days, I'm gonna have a camera crew. But when they go to squat, first let me show you squat from the side. So here we're squatting and coming up, or here. Now, sometimes people are going down and they get so far and then their heels want to pop up on them. They have a hard time keeping their feet down. So if you take either a couple of books, I happen to have a couple little 5-pound weights that are about 1.5 inches thick, and you just set them on the ground, elevate your heels, and then when you're going down and coming up, it makes it a little bit easier for you. Another thing that's nice about elevating the heels is if you have ankle, knee, or hip issues, it just helps them out. It helps get you in a bit better alignment, okay? So if you need to do that, find 2 of the same height item, get them under your feet. A 2x4 works nice too, just a chunk of wood. Okay, now I'm going to show you just a couple more exercises, and I want you to know something. If you're at home and you found this video and you don't have a lot of equipment, I was rifling through my kitchen just now and I'm like, what do I have that's equal weight? So I found some canned tomatoes, okay? So I'm going to show you a couple of exercises that you can do for your arms, and you can use canned tomatoes, or you can use some weights. So I'm going to show you some weights today and the canned tomatoes. So I'm going to show you an exercise here, a curl to press. So you can do this standing or seated. I'll start seated to show you options, okay? You're going to curl and press. Bring them down. Curl and press. When you hold weights, you want to make sure your wrist doesn't bend around, okay? Hold them firmly, and you're going to curl, press. Again, there's lots of options on how you do a bicep curl, how you do a shoulder press. I want to get you started, okay? We're not going to get into all those details today. That can come later. All right, so that's that exercise. Now, you can do it with soup cans or tomato or whatever. These are not very light or very heavy, but guess what? they help with intention. So when I'm lifting these and holding these, even though they're not as heavy as the 8-pound dumbbells I had, they're challenging me to hold something. So put something in your hands for this move here, okay? So that's a curl to press. That's gonna work your biceps and your shoulders. And then I'm gonna show you one more, and then we're gonna put a routine together. So the next one I'm gonna show you is a tricep overhead extension. So I will start seated to show you this one, and then I will show you it standing. So you're gonna bring your dumbbells together, press them up overhead. Now from here, a couple of things before we carry on. There's so many cues, you guys. Safety is my number one concern and goal when I'm teaching a class. I want you safe so that you can show up here year after year, workout after workout, decade after decade. I'm 36 years doing this, and I want you to learn how to lift safely and effectively so that you can do this for a long time as well. So in this video, lots of stopping, lots of tutorial, but that's what this is for, okay? All right. So we're gonna pick up those weights. We're gonna get them firmly in our hands. We're gonna press them up. Now, the next thing we're gonna do is, let me show you here, engage that core. So when I lift up overhead, I won't even show you with the weights in my hand because I don't wanna injure myself. We're not gonna arch the back like this. There's nothing good about doing that, okay? So we're gonna pick up the weights, we're gonna press them up, we're gonna make sure our core is engaged. We're then lowering behind the head and up. Now you don't have to turn sideways like I did, I just turned to show you, but now I'm gonna show you this way. The elbows are straight forward. Try not to let your elbows bow out on you, and I won't show you with weights in my hand. We don't want our elbows out here. We want the weights together and here, okay? This exercise standing, you're gonna press them up, you're gonna get your body ready. Now, my core is engaged, my knees are soft, or I will kickstand one leg to hold my body in place, okay? There's that exercise with weights, and now we're gonna pull out those cans of tomato to show you the same thing. We're gonna get ready. We're gonna press up, we're gonna lower down and up, right like that. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna have some fun, my kind of fun, and we're gonna show you, I talk about myself in plural sometimes. I don't know why or how it happens, but it does. And so I'm going to put together, we are going to put together, you and I, that's what it is. It's you and I. We're going to put something together that you can do now on a regular basis. Now, once you've got through this video and you want to come back to it and get right to the workout, you're going to just fast forward to whatever time this is. So I'll try to timestamp it in the comments so you know where to just get to get down to business. So, like I said, I normally have music going, but for today, no music. I want you to learn this and you add your own music. So right now, go get some music on, get this to be a fun experience for yourself. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do all 5 of those moves twice through, so 10 minutes. Here's something I wanna share with you. I use a timer. Now, a lot of people count reps, and you can count reps if you want to. You sure can, but what I like about a timer is it keeps you to task, okay? I also love a timer because I love to talk and educate while I teach. And so if I have to count reps and share great knowledge with you, it's too hard. So I want you to get a timer. We all have them. We all have phones. There's a timer, a stopwatch on there. We're gonna go set it. And what we're gonna do is all 5 of those moves. We're gonna go push up, jumping jack, squat, curl press, tricep overhead extension, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, and in the 20 seconds off, we're gonna get you ready for the next move. And we're gonna do it twice through. So we're gonna go 10 minutes right now. So if you need to go pee, go pee. If you're ready to go, you're ready to go. If you need some water, go get your water. Press pause, go get all that stuff, and then come back and we're gonna do this together, okay? So I'm ready to go. So we're not gonna keep you waiting any longer. We're gonna get our timer out and we are going to begin. So this is 40 seconds on, 20 seconds to swap out. Okay, so we're going to get started. I'll bring my timer here so we're right on target. We're going to start with push-ups. I'm going to show you a variety of push-ups for our time together. So we're going to start on the wall. I'm going to come down, and I'm going to come right down to the floor for this one. I'm going to switch up the angle slightly so I don't have to change it during this class. Okay, so here we are. We're setting the timer for 40 seconds. We're going to the wall, and we're getting right to business, okay? Now, when you're here, you've got to move with intention and focus. When you are doing your exercises, I want you to attend your sessions with the thought that these are going to work for you. If you show up with that attitude that what we're about to do together is going to impact your health, you have 10 seconds remaining. It will impact your health. It's going to be good for you, okay? 3 seconds, one more push-up. Come all the way up now. Get up onto your feet. Good job. We're going to get set up and we're going to get ready for our next exercise, and that is a jumping jack. I will show you standing jacks into the chair and back up to standing. I'm going to show you 3 options, okay? In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. This is your jack standing, low impact right here. Now, let's say you're with me and you're like, Katie, I need to do it from a chair. No problem. Get focused. Get intentional. Sometimes when I say get focused, I'll say to my clients, make fists, push them out, press them out. Now, maybe you're here and you're like, I want to go high impact. Let's do high impact for the last 10 seconds. How does that sound? You can do that with me. Here we go. 10 seconds of high impact jacks. All right. You're doing so good. Keep it up. Keep it up. One more. And you did it. Right on. Okay. Now, you get the idea why the timer. It's just going to keep you going. Squats are next. I'm going to start this one from the chair. We're going to do some chair squats. So we're going to go in 4 seconds. 3, 2, and here we go. We're going to come up and down. Now, you might say to me, chair squats, really, Katie? Do they really make a difference? Yeah, they do. I see this every single day at my work. You guys, we want to keep you getting in and out of chairs. We want you getting on and off that toilet. It is vital. So if there's a couple of exercises that I want you to do in life, it's these first 3, okay? They are my priority. 8 seconds right here, okay? Here we go. And last one, wonderful. We're moving into our weighted exercises now. So I'm going to show you with some weights in my hand. When you pick up your weights, squat to pick up. Don't just be throwing your body around, okay? So curl to press. I'll show you one round with weights and the second round with cans of tomatoes. So curl, press, and curl, press. Now you can do this standing as I am, or maybe you're here with me and you want to go seated. Trust me here, guys. Get moving your body. If it's from a chair, it doesn't matter. The biggest thing that I want to stress to you over this time together in this video is consistency. You've got 10 seconds left here. If you show up consistently for yourself, things will change. You will improve, period. And rest. Great job. All right, we're moving on to the final exercise of our circuit, and that is the tricep overhead extension. And we're going to get to it. I'll show you first round with these weights and second round with our canned tomatoes. Okay, so here we go. We're standing up. Now we're going to get the weights together, up overhead. We're going to get our body ready and then begin the lift. Okay, there's a lot of steps to ensure you are safely moving. Now, if I want to transition down to the chair, which I'm going to do, I'm stopping the movement and coming over and resetting. I am not farting around here. When I talk about safety, I want you moving safely. This is how we show up for ourselves over and over and over. 8 seconds. That's how you create consistency. Get focused while you're here. 3 seconds. Good, bring them down. Place them where they will not trip you up. And we're getting ready for round 2. So we're gonna go do all those exercises one more time, starting with push-ups. This time, I'm gonna start on my toes and work my way to the wall. So we're coming down to the ground, hands in front of you, legs out, core engaged, down and up. Those are my toe push-ups. Now we're coming down to the knee. I transitioned into a knee push-up, just like that. Now, let's say you get tired, you can reset yourself, come back down into a shin push-up. We're gonna stay down here, actually, I've decided. And you remember how to do the wall push-ups. And if you forgot, go back to the video at the front. 5 seconds. One more push-up. And come all the way up. Great job, you guys. You're doing fantastic. Jumping jacks. We're coming back to jumping jacks. And I'm a human being, and my nose is running a little bit here. So I'm just being human, and I'm going to wipe my nose and throw out my tissues and get to jacking. Here we go. So when I talk about being intentional and focused, if you arrive here and say to yourself, oh, whatever, this won't even work. Listen, it's not going to work if you come with that attitude. I want you to come here knowing doing this circuit, doing this regularly is going to change your health. Here we go. Come with that attitude. Go at life with that attitude. If we simply just float through and just hope, no, get focused, get intentional. 5 seconds left here. Now you guys know why I like a timer, hey? And rest. Good job. Because I have too much to share. And if you're digging this and you're like, I need this. I teach classes. Get ready for squats, everybody. I'm going to elevate my heels this time. Get ready for squats. I teach a class online every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday night. Here we go. So if you're thinking, I think I need this in my life. I need a coach. I need someone there reminding me that I am powerful and I am strong and I can do this and that doing these movements make a difference. Please check it out and just ask, how do you get registered? What does that look like for you? I'm telling you right now, 10 seconds left. 10 seconds and I'm going body weight, guys. Here we go. And 5 seconds. And rest. Good job. All right, we're going to tuck these out of the way so that they are not in our space. And again, I'm going to show you this final 2 exercises using items from around the house, okay? So you don't have your gym set up, you don't have lots of equipment yet. You're going to go to your pantry and you're going to find some weights for yourself. Grab a chair if you need it. We're doing the curl to press. Now, even these weights, I picked them up like I mean business. I didn't pick them up, just some tomatoes in my hand. No, I am focused. I want these weights to make a difference. I want to have my muscles strengthen and change. And if you show up here with the attitude of like, yeah, whatever, then you're going to get, whatever results. I want you to get here and get focused. And I'm telling you right now, it's a beautiful lifestyle that you can create for yourself. 5 seconds remaining. And last one. Right on. You guys are doing great. We have 1 exercise left. And then I wanted you to know, if you got through this pretty good and you're like, I want more, just go back. Go back. I will timestamp it where you go back to begin the workout again. It's that easy, okay? Triceps, everybody. Arms up. Engage that core, and down we go. Now, elbows are in, and we're focused. We're here together, okay? If you enjoyed this, and you're like, okay, I want more of this. This is what I need. We are meeting every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. This is just a nugget that I showed you here today. We get very creative. I have a lot of education that I share in the classes with my participants. You will change your life. You need to get there. That's the only way it works. You can't think about it. You can't dream about it. You got to take action and get yourself there. One more rep here and bring them down. We're going to carefully set these down. And we're going to stretch our body out a little bit. So if, like I said, if you got here today and you're like, you know what, this felt good, I like this, shoot me a message. We can get you set up lickety split. We switch sides. We meet over Zoom, and all you need is a internet connection and a device. I have some clients that do it off their phone. Some will do it off an iPad or a laptop. It's honestly whatever you have access to. We're going to stretch your thighs out a little bit here. And so whatever you've got, we'll make it work. You don't have to have fancy stuff, guys. I just showed you right here. The biggest piece of equipment that you need to invest in is you. That's it. You are your best opportunity here you have everything you need right here. You got to just get moving it and using it. We're going to open up the chest here. You've got to. I'm just going to keep saying it. I always say this. I'm going to say it till I'm blue in the face. And that usually means, you know what, if you're blue in the face, arms up. And that is this. Movement is medicine. And when we move our bodies regularly, it doesn't just help our muscles and our bones and everything else inside our body. It helps your mind. It calms the mind. It empowers you. It strengthens you to get through life. Let's take a big breath in together. And then fold that beautiful body forward. And roll on up. And roll back your shoulders. Okay, you guys, thank you for joining me here. If you want more information, you're going to shoot me a message. You can reach me at healthyevolution.ca. You can find me on Instagram at healthyevolution by Katie. I truly love what I do. I have been doing it a long time, and I am going to be your biggest cheerleader and coach, and I will empower you to the point where you're like, yeah, I can do this, because you can. Now, I'm going to come and turn this device off. I don't have a remote to do it, so there's always a little awkward finish here, but there's nothing awkward about taking care of your health. So please reach out today. Reach out anytime, and I got you.